The spices. Oh. Darcy! Darcy! Darcy, wake up! There's a boat! Get up!
Some of you may have heard already that we were attacked by pirates this week. It was when we were en route from Venezuela to Grenada. We were under sail at the time. We were close to the islands of Los Testigos when it happened.
I was inside filming at the time. Darcy was asleep. When I heard the pirate vessel approaching, I put the camera down and ran outside. And so the camera did catch some audio during the attack and also a little bit of video after it all. The next minute and 30 seconds that we're going to show now is the raw footage that was captured during the attack. It might be a little bit upsetting to some of you, so if you think that's you, then skip ahead. So I've just made my second cup of tea for the night, and I thought I'd show you how much we've cleared up in here. It's amazing. Even though this has been the roughest passage we've ever had, nothing has fallen to the ground, so you'd probably be super proud of us. I'll show you. As you can see there, the spices. Oh. Darcy! Darcy! Darcy, wake up! There's a boat! Get up! Get up! Hey! Hey! What are you doing?
Engine!
Turn up!
Turn the lights off! Lights off! The nav lights! We got attacked! We have to tap!
So what just happened there in that minute and a half was that I heard an engine approaching and I ran out to the cockpit. We were under sail, so it was pretty clear to hear another engine in the middle of the night, and I could see a panga already very close to the back port side of our boat. So I ran inside straight away and down to our bedroom and woke up Darcy, and he was already getting up as soon as I was down there, and I ran back to the cockpit to try and get them to stay off our boat.
And so I was, like she said, I was asleep in the port forward cabin, and the floor was all ripped up because we had some water ingress before and bilge pump failure as well. So I just kind of made a split decision to come up through the hatch because I figured it was the fastest way to get back to the cockpit. As soon as I came up through the hatch, I could see two people climbing on board on the port side, and the one closest to me had a gun. So I ran up and I grabbed his wrist, like his arm, his wrist area that was holding the gun, and I kind of pulled him up onto the ship. I like helped him up onto the ship because I figured if I were to push him away, then there'd be too much space in between us and he could just shoot me. So I was holding his wrist, and then just as soon as he was kind of starting to stand up, I grabbed his neck and I kind of squeezed for everything that I was worth with my left hand. And then very shortly after that, he dropped the gun and fell overboard. And then I kind of took both hands and threw him overboard over the lifelines. We're pretty certain that he landed inside the panga that was following, but we're not 100% sure. And then there was a second guy that was hitting Yvette with, I thought it was a gun at the time, but
it was like a wooden bat, but a small size one.
So we think it might have been like used to like hit fish or something like that. So his back was turned to me, and he was attacking Yvette.
I was mostly just protecting myself like that.
And so I just kind of swung as hard as I could with my left hand, and I ended up missing him with my fist, but I hit him with like my wrist area, on kind of like the side of his head, like around his ear, neck area, and there was enough force to knock him completely overboard. And then we just ran back towards the cockpit. Yvette started the engines, and we just did our best to get out of there.
Yeah, our engine, the keys are inside, so I ran inside. Darcy took the helm, and then we also remembered we should turn off the lights, so we turned off all our lights.
You turned off the AIS.
The AIS. We put both our engines on full, so we were going quite fast then because we were still sailing as well. And then we tacked, so we changed direction completely, headed kind of as much as we could in the direction of Grenada, and then we couldn't see the boat straight away from behind us because they didn't have any lights.
And then that's where that kind of ended. We called for help. We called Brian for help. We didn't want to use a VHF radio because we figured if there was other vessels around that were kind of in on it, then that would like alert them that like, you know, the first attack had failed. So yeah, and that's pretty much what took place.
We called via internet to our friend Brian, who was already in Grenada, and he was able to call the Coast Guard, and then from that we were able to get onto the Coast Guard. And yeah, we might go into more detail on all of that.
We will. We're gonna make another video because we're in real time, so we haven't had enough time to kind of recover from everything that happened. And you know, it happened this week, and this is Friday, so I mean, we haven't had enough time to kind of figure everything out. We haven't even looked through all the footage. We just found that this little bit of footage that we do have last night, so that's kind of where we're at now.
Yeah, and this is this morning, Friday, when we're going to release this. So we've also got lots of messages from people, so thanks for all the support to all of you, all our Patreons, all the cruisers around here in Grenada, and the Coast Guard.
Everyone's been absolutely outstanding, and our families are here, so that's good. They're supporting us, and like she said, we have friends here. So that's pretty much where we're probably going to leave this video. Just, you guys should know, we're okay. Yvette has hopefully just a minor back injury. It should be good in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I slipped coming back running to turn the engine on, so but it's pretty okay. And then I've got bruising on my arm, but even that it's physically, I think we're both very, very lucky.
Yeah, I think
okay.
I got a bit of a bloody nose during the attack, but it was just like I got clipped in the nose. It wasn't hard or anything. And then I got like a tiny scratch on my arm, and that's it. Yeah,
but I think we're just going to take a bit of time to process it all and spend the time with our family and our cat. So. And
we plan on having a much better breakdown. We're going to get the time to this week to have like a full video release on kind of like everything that happened, and you know, what we did wrong, what we did right, all that kind of stuff. So we're just going to leave it there for now. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next Friday.
Yeah. Bye.